Buenos dias from the beautiful and colorful city of Guanajuato, Mexico. So of course I'm going to take you on a journey through these streets, see some of the most historical landmarks, show you a little bit about the local culture. But first, to get a better vantage point, we're going to go all the way up there to that big statue. Gives us one of the best views in the entire city. So we'll see in a few minutes. Check it out! We have made it to the top. As you can see, the statue behind me. Now, look at this view here. You can see the whole city here of Guanajuato. There's the biggest church there in the middle, the yellow structure. So this city was originally named Guanajuato with a Q by the indigenous people due to the shapes of these mountains here. It kind of looks like a bunch of frogs. But the Spanish came here and settled this town in the mid-1500s, and they put the local people to work. They actually found silver in these mines. One of the largest silver finds in history. And this really helped make the Spanish crown very wealthy and contributed to their success. So for many years, this was a mining town, and the Spanish enslaved the locals. But in 1810, the Mexican War for Independence began. Miguel Hidalgo. And he came down once he rang the bell from a city not too far from here in the north, maybe an hour away. And that sparked one of the biggest and first major victories for the Mexicans. And it all began with the man in the statue, El Pípila. So what he did, he was a local miner here. The Spanish were held up in a fortress, and he strapped a big slab of concrete to his back, and he stormed the gates. The Spanish, they held off the rebel armies for as long as possible, but not until this guy came, took his concrete slab, stormed the gates, and lit it on fire, which ignited the first victory in the Mexican War for Independence. Es mío.
Sí, mire, dispensa, torre.
No problem.
Sí, es que ando juntando la basura.
Gracias.
Dale, torre.
Put my coffee down for a second. You almost took it away there. But as I was saying, El Pípila, this is the hero of Guanajuato. In one of the first and biggest, most important battles, which started Mexico's war on independence. And you can see the statue from just about anywhere down there in the city side itself. And we'll go to the Spanish fortress here in a little bit. I'll show you where they battled there. But wow. And I'm one of the only ones here at 10 a.m. in the morning, so pretty cool. So I'm walking down from the top of the mountain there. Another pretty cool view. That's where I'm walking down right now. So coming up, we're going to come up upon the Callejón del Beso. And this is a very important part of the city. It's a very historical site. It actually looks like it's much further up, but it's only about a 10 to 15 minute hike. Very steep, of course. You do have to be in good shape, but you'd think it takes a lot longer to get up there. But just walking through the streets of this city is so cool. It actually reminds me a lot of Italy. Just the beauty, the old buildings, the colors, the flowers on the buildings. Oh, look at that beauty. Of course, if you live here, you have to go down and up every day. If you need something, of course, if you want to go into the city and purchase anything. Now, which way do I go here? Actually, let me check. One moment. I know. Callejón Calixto. Sí. So what we're going to come across right now, it's called Callejón del Beso, the alleyway of the kiss. And it's a classical love story. Boy from a wealthy family falls in love with a girl from a poor family. Their family's at odds. They don't want them to see each other. They don't want them to have anything to do with each other. But they secretly meet up on the balconies. And there's a shot of them kissing from across each balcony. So here we are. Callejón del Beso. And you can see how narrow this street is. Where those flowers are directly ahead of us, that is where they would lean over and kiss each other. It's a very popular tourist spot. A lot of people actually come here to reenact the kiss. Couples, they get their pictures taken there kissing. Oh, what's going on with this guy here? Of course, they put their locks there for the couples to always be together. And luckily, there's nobody here. Last night, there's a lot of people here trying to get their photos taken, but as you can see, this very narrow alleyway can barely fit in between it. And that's all it is, but it's very popular, very famous. And it is pretty cool. So, flowers, they would kiss each other right there. Separate buildings. One lived here, the other person lived here. So there you have it. The alleyway of the kiss. Of course, you have souvenirs. Guanajuato. Alright. Now, we're gonna head back into the center of the city. This is one of the main streets. Oh, I like this alley. It's actually pretty cool decorations. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get busy here now. We're gonna come up on one of the main streets of the city. And you'll get to see more of these colorful buildings. Again, Mexico, they start late. A lot of shops won't open until 10 a.m. at the earliest. The city really comes alive at night though. Pretty cool. I was walking around downtown last night. They had mariachi bands while people are eating dinner, playing music, just overall great vibes. So let's see where we are now. Why is there always a KFC in any city you go in Mexico? Do not know. And you have some real chicken right across from the KFC. Go figure. nice park here in the center. Let's check it out. So many parks everywhere. It's just so beautiful. Just come, take a break, enjoy a coffee, chat with a friend, read a book. You don't see this in America. At least I don't. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of parks here in Mexico. Well, came to a corner. Let's go back down. And we're gonna head to the fortress that the Spaniards were occupying when El Pípila came in and blasted those doors down. He used that concrete slab on his back as a way to stop the arrows coming in and the gunfire. So pretty smart and pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Very courageous, that's the word. But beautiful little park here. Unlike the US, public bathrooms are not free. If you're out in public, if you're not eating at a restaurant, you're gonna have to pay for it. And that one says 10 pesos to use the baño, which is 50 cents USD. So another interesting fact about this city is it was built underground, and a lot of these streets were once rivers. So you can see a lot of wear, of course, on these buildings as water used to run through them. There's a huge, massive tunnel system in this city. So it's built underground. I'm getting a little bit out of breath because we got to go up and down a lot. So let's see. But before indoor plumbing, people used to have buckets filled with their liquids, lack of a better term, and they would use to throw the water out from the balcony onto the river that flew beneath. And what they would say, they used to say aguas as they threw down their excrements. So that word is still used today to say to somebody, hey, watch out, be careful. Aguas. All right, I catch my breath here and we're gonna try and find the history museum. All right, we have found it. This is called the Alhóndiga de Granaditas. And this is where the Spanish held up in their fortress as the oncoming locals attacked. As you can see here, you can still see some bullet holes, the damage it took, but it held up until El Pípila came and took that door down. And just look at the views it overlooks. The church there, colorful buildings in the background. Yeah, not a bad place to hold up. And this is a museum now today. You can actually go inside and check it out. Okay, so here's a little bit better of a view of it. It's on the front side. They would hold up in this building and shoot out of those little windows. So if anybody tries to come up these steps, not so lucky. But wow! The beauty is everywhere. So, there you have it, Alhóndiga. The Spanish fortress that was then taken down by the rebels. So, let's explore some more into the city. Alright, walking back into the city from the monument. And what is this? Is this a sports bar? It says Sport Bar Once. So once upon a time, it was a sports bar? Not sure what that means, but okay. Check this out. Little underground tunnel here. You can tell they're getting ready for Valentine's Day. Yes, they celebrate that here as well. So, this road over here is basically your entrance into downtown Guanajuato Central. All fresh fruit. Yeah. So, a lot of little local stands here. Chilaquiles. Oh yeah, you've got the music everywhere. Great vibes. So, the city center. Love the music until you're trying to sleep and it's banging until 2 a.m. in the morning, and then it starts again at 8 a.m. in the morning. But hey, can't complain. It's a beautiful city. Okay, so what this is here, this is the Mercado Hidalgo. So this is one of the biggest markets in Guanajuato. A lot of food, goods. So people come to do their everyday shopping. Little hotel. Ooh, empanadas. Gorditas. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What else we got around here? Well, we're gonna go into the market. Actually, is it open yet? I don't even know if it's open yet. Ooh. Fresh juices. I love their juice here. So, there might not be a lot open yet in this market, but let's go and see what we can find, shall we? All these stores are they just play music while they're working. I love it. Let's cross the street, across the street. All right, here we have it. Mercado Hidalgo. A lot of little goods, sales, shirts, food. Guanajuato, Mexico. Actually, I would like a shirt. Ooh, that's a nice shirt. Usually they're all over you, but nobody wants to talk to me about this shirt. I do like that one. Buenos días. ¿Cuánto para la camisa? Este.
Está 180.
180?
Sí. Tengo
About
también
150.
Tengo también de ese precio, tengo de 120, 160, 180, 350, 450. Igual tengo tallas también, si gusta.
¿Puedo probar?
Sí. Acá tengo.
Okay. Oh, a lot of nice things in here.
Ya buscaba.
¿Mande?
What size?
Mediano. ¿Hablas inglés? Well, he didn't have a medium. He had spent a lot of time looking. I would have bought that shirt. It was really cool. It was only 180 pesos, which is not even $10, $9. Man, I wanted that shirt. Darn it, been looking for a good shirt like that. Oh well, onward we go. So, yep, as I expected, a lot of stores are still closed because it's too early. Looks like they're doing some construction here. Shit, gotta watch your step here in Mexico. Always working on something. Oh wow, a little craft store. Look at this. Candies, fruits. Wow. Oh yes. A lot of fresh fruit. Got a second level as well. Oh, more shirts up there. Maybe I can find one. And the music. So that's outside. We're not going outside yet. Let's see what else we've got. What is this? Para perros? Dog food? Animal food, I think. Looks like some bird food as well. And here we have the fresh meats. What is this?
Buen día.
This doggy. He's looking for some meat himself. Oh wow. What's this? What's this? So they're cutting up the meat for the day. Nice and fresh. I don't know why, it just looks so much better here. Fresh fruit, fresh veggies. How do I get to this second level though? Permiso. Escaleras, ¿dónde? The Valentina. You gotta have the Valentina in Mexico. Alright. See stairs, but how do I get to them? Okay, here they are. And sube. Up we go. Trying to find a Guanajuato t-shirt. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, looks like there's... Oh, I didn't even notice this flag there. Oh, wow. Man, sometimes you just want to buy a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm traveling with a backpack and don't have any room at all. Maybe one shirt. T-shirts. Ooh, some nice hats as well. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, look. Some sports ponchos. Where's the Steelers? Actually, I already have a Steelers one, but still. Jewelry shop. A lot of the same items, it seems. Can we find a good shirt here? Those look more like kids' shirts or women's shirts. I know what that is. Random. Okay. Very cool magnets. Trying to find... Man, I can't believe that guy didn't have that shirt. He had a small and a large, did not have a medium. So, been looking for a shirt this whole time. Well, gonna have to try somewhere else, I guess. Back down we go. Alright. Headed outside the market now. And we have, looks like, oh, whoa! Just got ran over by some dogs. Oh, a lot of different food. Buenos dias. A lot of food here. What do they have? Let's see. Gorditas, enchiladas, chilaquiles. Buenos dias. Everybody's waving you to come over. Looks like they're too shy to be on camera, because usually they'd be saying something. But that was Mercado Hidalgo. Alright, let's continue down the street. So we have some clothing shops here. Actually, I should have bought one of those empanadas, is what I should have done. So I'm getting a little hungry. I'm gonna try and find some food. Let's see if we can find some food. Alright, we are back. It's a little bit later in the day now. There's more people out. And right now what we're coming upon is the famous Church of Guanajuato. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce the name of it because it's very long. But look at this. You have the bowls here in front of it. And then it's all of its grandeur here in the background. The iconic yellow. They built this to show off their wealth in the 18th century, I believe. And it still stands tall and one of the most beautiful churches here in Mexico today. Then of course you have some little restaurants here on the side. You can have a nice little meal. Mariachis will come and play while you're enjoying your meal. But boy, this really reminds me of Italy, I have to say, and Europe. Just the architecture, the little shops. There's actually a lot of little coffee shops and gelato shops as well. It's actually amazing. So here it is again, we're up close. Gonna go for a little look inside. Never cease to be amazed by these places. Looks like there's some service going on, so we're gonna be quiet, but take a peek.
leer la Biblia en la iglesia, nos advierte Jesús para que no nos sintamos mal, ¿eh? Pues no, padre, pues es que ni en mi familia me hacen caso. Ya Jesús nos había advertido, habrá lugares que no nos escuchen, habrá lugares en que no nos reciban. Pues solamente háganos una advertencia. Mira, pues a quién estás rechazando esa vida.
Alright, so I didn't want to disturb the service there, but you can get a little glance of that, the beauty inside. And now, I'm gonna head down to the little teatro in the garden area here. Oh, one of the most colorful and beautiful cities in Mexico. It really comes alive at night. They have music playing everywhere. There's a big university here, so university students will come out, we'll go for drinks and have a good time. We have an OXXO here, which is a little convenience store. There's one on just about every block, it seems. All right, so this is where we began the day, actually, right next to the teatro here. Then again, there's the statue here up top. But man, take a look at that. Again, very European-like structure. With all the saints, it looks like, on top. And then you've got the little garden square over here. Look at this. This is the Teatro Juárez. One of the most iconic and beautiful buildings here in this city as well. So let's go for a walk through the garden. Very nice restaurants here, probably some of the best in town, as this is the main square. So I'll actually come through the middle. Seems like in just about every city square there's one of these. But again, oh, beautiful garden area. You just come, sit and relax here during the day, night. And then here's the restaurants here you have on the side. And again, now this reminds me of Paris more. But very European feel. Obviously, the Spanish settled it, but compared to what it is today, it really gives me European vibes. Compared to the rest of Mexico, this city is very unique. So now I'm just going to kind of give you an idea of some of these back streets. There's so many of these little small streets that you can kind of just get lost in and wander around. Enjoy the beauty of the color and the little shops. You never know what you're going to find here. Look at these street dogs again. Doggy. Hey, doggy. Throwing up. He'll be fine. People give him scraps. Some of them do have houses. They just kind of roam around the neighborhood. So, little bistro bar. A lot of these streets have little, I mean, there'll just be a small door, but it'll be a really cool little restaurant or a bar. So you really have to explore and find out the best places. OXXO. Another OXXO. I'm telling you, there's OXXOs literally everywhere. Which is good though. I mean, if you need a quick snack, water, drink, something like that, across the street. We're gonna try and find the University Steps, which is another very iconic location in this city. Not even sure where this leads, but we're gonna find out. Definitely gonna get your workout in this city. I'm telling you, a lot of steps. It's all built around hills, of course. So, oh, that's what I'm saying. One of these small little cafes, tucked away. And then another just beautiful little square here, it looks like, where people come to hang out. Oh, hostel. Looks like a hostel. So yeah, just to sit here and take this in. Wow. It's quite something. Let's see where this leads. It's like an interesting little back street. Chase truth. Well, that's what we're chasing. Trying to find the truth of this city in Mexico. A lot of people say, don't come. But you know what? Just gotta see for yourself. And man, every time I go to a new city, just love it more and more. I'm never... I'm lost. Casa Bertha. And we've come to a dead end. We continue on. I got lost in the alleyway, but we're back again. I'm gonna head to the tunnels now. Guanajuato. See what they have to offer. I actually haven't been there yet, so that will be cool to see. And you could just wander these streets for hours. The beauty will still be there. Oh, watch your step. Watch my step. Never know what you're gonna find around these corners here. Buenos dias. Tardes. Restaurants. And we're coming out into the main road again. Cop car. I see a bell up there. Is that behind the church? Oh yeah, it is behind the church. So it's part of the church. That's where they ring the bell. Little information stand here. Oh, look at this guy. Got a little mariachi guy here. Very cool. Charo Cantor. The Singing Charro. That is very cool. Police coming in. Oh. Probably can't see that, but way back there, there's a pictured eagle as part of the Mexican flag, pictured on one of those houses. That was really cool. So, oh, I love the looks I get. Everybody's looking at me with the camera. See what else we can find up here. Pizza, two for $7. Pretty good deal, I would say. Oh. Another statue here, looks like. Another statue here of some of the, looks like Mexican rebels coming in to save the city. Wonder if it says who they are. It's gotta say somewhere. Maybe over here it says who they are. Zona de Monumentos. Nope, not sure who they are, but very cool statue nonetheless. And this also at nighttime, this is where they have a lot of orchestras, a lot of little concerts. The city really comes alive at nighttime, like I said before. And then of course, a lot of these places have really cool rooftops. Rooftop bars, rooftop restaurants. Because basically if you get on any rooftop, you have an amazing view of this city. Yeah, so we're coming up on one of the tunnels of the city now. As you can see, I mean, this is all a mountain, so you have to build tunnels to get through these hills. So let's see what it looks like. There's actually, I mean, there's a big system of how to get around. You can probably get from one place to the other very easily and quickly if you know where you're going. But there's a tunnel there. And then there's a tunnel here. So yeah, very interesting. These cars are coming from the outside of the city. They have to use these tunnels to get inside, wind their way through these streets. So maybe these tunnels weren't as cool as I thought, but it's still pretty cool how they carved a pathway through this city, through this stone. There are a lot of riverways as well that flowed through here, so you can kind of see on some of the rock. Oh, you can see here too. You can see the water coming through. Us. Ask me how these work, but yeah, I know if you're on one side of the city, you can take a tunnel to get to the complete opposite end. Now I have no idea where I am, so let's try and get back to the city part, shall we? And here we have the university steps, which actually reminds me of a mini Spanish Steps situation. But wow, this is way cooler than I thought it was from the pictures. And you probably can't tell from this video either. Or they have it blocked off right in the middle here. This is the University of Guanajuato. Must be doing some work there on the steps. Little cafe library in there. But that is very cool. Another little gorgeous street here. Colorful buildings, beautiful balconies. Little cafe there on the bridge. So you can just sit and enjoy a meal outside. People watch. Oh, it's something, I mean, you really have to be here to take this all in, but I hope you can get a little taste of what it's like. Whoa. I see some churros. Oh yes. Oh. It smells so good. Oh, fresh cinnamon and dough and sugar. Churros. Delicious. Gorditas, quesadillas, tacos, baguettes, hamburgers, chilaquiles, hotcakes, and breakfast. That's a pretty good mix of selection there. Another church here, it looks like. Not sure if this one is still functioning, but very cool nonetheless. And like I said, got a lot of little coffee shops. Coffee and gelato. Why gelato here? I don't understand where that comes from. Just reminds me of Rome. And then this street will bring us back to the main square here, where the teatro and the garden area is. Guanajuato, Mexico. I like it. Gotta say I like it. All right, so we've made it back to the main square here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little walking tour of Guanajuato. And we'll see you again next time. Ciao.